Okay. Today I want to talk about owning your authenticity. Owning your authenticity and understanding that you have a unique story. I'm a creative person. That's what I do. I like to create things. In the past, I would often compare my story to the story of other people, the greats that have come before us. I always thought that I had to do it a certain way because they did it a certain way. They did it like this, so I got to do that. I have to repeat this, but it's like, no, I have to do it my way, because why would I want to live my story or write my story the same way somebody else did their story? Like, you have to understand that you can't be someone else. You can't be anyone else but who you are. That person that you admire so much, that's great that you have the admiration for them, and that's great that you're inspired by them. And you should continue to be inspired by this person. But be inspired to live a life that is unique to you. Be inspired to do the best thing that you can do with your opportunity and your resources, because you don't want to live a life or pattern yourself too much after another person, because by doing that, you rob the world and you rob yourself of the opportunity to truly understand who you are and the greatness that exists within you. I could try to be like this person, but that person already exists. Like, whatever they're doing, they've already done it. I can do something that takes inspiration from that, but I got to do it my way. You can be inspired by someone else, but you have to do it your way. Because when you do it your way, it allows you to grow and it allows you to blossom into something unfathomable, something that people couldn't even imagine, something that you wouldn't even imagine, because you're operating and you're moving with such a flow that it's just like, damn. Like, you always hear people say, like, yeah, I imagined it, but it's way bigger than I imagined. Because at a certain point, you still hold on to that imagination, but you just get into such a flow that you're just in the moment. That's the best place for me to be, is like in the flow, to where, like, imagination and contemplation, that's one thing, but to actually be in it and to just be in motion, bro. Like, I made a video in the past, but it feels like you're just in the Avatar state. Like, that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, was Avatar, The Last Airbender. And they always talked about how Aang, like, he was at his most powerful in the Avatar state, but he was also his most vulnerable. But in that moment, when you're just the self and you're just moving, like, everything is just fluid, because you're operating at purity. And then oftentimes, like, you may face backlash, or like people may try to come attack you for that, because you're doing something that is so outside of the norm. But it's your story, bro. Let's say you wanted to write a book, right? You read a lot of books. You have a favorite book. You're not going to sit down and write that book over again. That book has already been written. Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. So you may have been inspired by something in the world, or something that you've witnessed, experienced, but you're not going to sit down and try to replicate that. That doesn't make sense. You have to be yourself. Now, okay, you may steal a couple moves here, take a couple moves there, but it's like, you got to make it yours. You got to make the story your own. So understand that we all have a unique story to write, and write yours every day, and don't take no offense to people not understanding, because people are not going to understand. Because let's keep it honest, bro. A lot of people aren't bold enough to really write their own story and put themselves in a space to achieve the things that they want to achieve, bro. Like, the path of the dreamer is something that is not the norm. It's not normal when you think about it, what's going on, and if you compare it to the rest of society. Like, most people are not doing what they want to do. Majority of people would rather be doing something different, because majority of people don't allow themselves to experience themselves at the deepest level. They understand and actually have the courage to truly do the things that they want to do. So if you're someone that's actually in the world doing something that you want to do, and you're facing backlash and criticism, bro, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back, bro, because you're doing something that's different. And the world needs that. The world needs more people that actually be who they are. So that's why I like doing stuff like this, because I'm who I am. Yeah, like, there are emotions associated with it, because you may feel that, okay, you may not be appreciated, but you can always appreciate you being yourself. Because when I watch these videos back, and when I listen to myself talk, and I understand that I'm talking from a place of purity and intention, and just authenticity, I can enjoy it. Whether I'm stuttering a little bit, whether I can understand or feel that I'm nervous a little bit, or maybe I be rambling sometimes. Maybe it's like that. But I be satisfied. I be happy. I be fulfilled. And that's all that matters. So I just want to urge you to write your own story, understand that you are unique, and embrace your uniqueness. Embrace the weirdness, bro. You weird, bro. Like, that's what it is. You weird. Like, that's what it is. You just got to understand the fact that you weird, and that's just what it is. But be that, though. But be that in all of that, and whatever that means, just be that, and create something great. Create greatness. That's all you got to do is go out there, show up as who you are, you and all your quirks and everything that makes you different. Show up as that and give everything you can give to that moment and write your unique story. And that's it. I'm gonna work on my outros and shit, because I'll just be getting into these. But stay curious, stay creative, and welcome to the Purple Era.